Hi, welcome to another session in this module. Here we'll be looking at forms of data connection. We are going to look at different forms and why a data professional should be aware of them, and look at how these methods are used in real-life companies. The first one we are going to be talking about is the survey. Majority of us here know about survey because when we're in schools, undergraduates, masters and co, we do some form of survey for our project. So survey basically means when we send out some questions and people fill them, whether manually or digitally. And those informations are form of data that we are working on, and we get information and insight out of them. So in the research world and in academics, majority of their data is collected through survey. And even a lot of companies also do survey too. In fact, as a data professional for your institution, you are also going to do a lot of survey, but usually it's going to be via digital platforms. Now, the other one we are going to be talking about are the sensors. I think you can remember IoT devices. So, sensors are used to collect data in form of IoT devices, and they are very powerful. We spoke a whole lot about this in one of our previous sessions. Then another one we are going to be talking about is web scraping. So what is web scraping? Web scraping is basically the process of extracting information from the web. So assuming there is a particular website that contains some information and you want to use that information for your project. So instead of going to the website and be copying and pasting that information, you can actually use some softwares, programming softwares, to extract that information automatically. So in one of our walkthrough sessions, I will be using Python to scrape some tables out of a particular website, and you are going to see how this is done in real life. Another way we also connect data is using what we call APIs, application programming interface. API is used to transfer information from one software to the other. So, for example, if we have two organizations now and they are working together, they have probably the same customers and they want to be transferring information from one to the other automatically. What they are going to be using is API. Also, as a data professional, if you want to access some system, you are going to do that through their API. So some API are publicly available, like CoinGecko. CoinGecko is a cryptocurrency platform. They have publicly available APIs, which one can use to extract cryptocurrency price from their platform. But for majority of the companies, the APIs are not public. So we have to access the engineering team of that company for them to give you their API, and you can now use that API to access any data you want from their platform. Now, let's talk about data stream and data feed. So, what is data stream? It is a continuous flow of data generated from various sources in real time or near real time. For example, if you are looking at Netflix, so Netflix, a whole lot of people are watching movie on Netflix. And at the same time, those millions of people, their data is being transferred to Netflix database. And is that possible? That is possible through what you call data stream in which there is a continuous flow of data. And the greatest benefit of this is that it allows for real-time analysis. So you can do real-time analysis and know what's going on. So you do not need to store the data somewhere first, go and analyze it before you know what has happened in the past. No, you can do real-time analysis. And a popular example are the social media platforms and financial transactions in the banks. So let's look at data feed. Data feed is the delivery of data from one system to another, usually at a particular interval. So data feed looks like data stream, but it says that it is not continuous. So it is usually at intervals, probably 24 hours interval, a day interval, 2 days interval, 12-hour interval, and it is also done in a particular predefined format. So you want the data to come into your system in a particular format. But data stream, the data is raw and it is coming in the same way it is generated, whether structured or unstructured. So where should we as a data professional be aware of these different concepts? It is important because each of them has their own peculiarity in terms of their structure, that is the kind of infrastructure you are going to be using for them, their cost, and then the required expertise. So, and even their usage. If you are working for a very small company, you don't say you want to go and design an infrastructure that you'll be using for data stream. It's it's going to be useless for the organization. So, and then some type of task could only be achieved using specific data sources. For example, you can only do real-time analysis using data stream. So it's as simple as that. That is why it is important for a data professional to be aware of this and know when they are going to be useful for their organization based on the kind of projects they want to be doing. So companies utilizing data stream and data feed, Netflix, Amazon, Uber, Twitter, and YouTube. I think I don't need to speak so much on this slide because I believe that with everything I've said so far, you can imagine how each of these companies is using these methods. So in conclusion, we have been able to look at different forms of data collection methods. We have looked at surveying, web scraping, the use of APIs, and we also look at how you can use data stream, data feeds, which are more advanced. We also look at why a data professional should be aware of them and the fact that a particular project will require a particular method. When we looked at the real life examples. Thank you very much. Until we meet in the next one.